Welcome back to the Nickel & Co Property Market Podcast, your trusted source for insight, trends and updates to help you navigate the world of property with confidence. I'm your host and this is your June 2025 market update. Let's dive into what's happening both locally here in Worcestershire and nationally across the UK housing landscape. The market is most definitely on the move. Spring brought around some momentum to the market, with homes in April selling faster than earlier in the year. The average time for a property to go under offer dropped to 36 days compared to 38 days in the first quarter. It might not sound huge, but in this market, every day counts. This aligns with the broader seasonal trend, with quarter two consistently outperforming the rest of the year, with homes selling up to 10 days faster than they do in the final quarter. Here in the West Midlands, we've been leading the charge for speed, joined by the North East. Even London showed signs of improved pace. The message is clear: well-presented, well-priced homes are still attracting strong interest. With the right marketing strategy, we've seen competitive offers and quicker completions. Now to our local market roundup. According to the Land Registry, over the past 12 months, the WR postcode saw 3,630 transactions, a 14% decline year on year. Worcester, 1,616, down 13%. Malvern, 507, down 17%. And Droitwich transactions fell by 18% to 398. Despite fewer transactions, average sale prices increased by 2% to 295,783. Here's a breakdown. Houses made up 89% of sales and averaged 322,527. Flats represented 11%, averaging £150,218. In Malvern, prices rose 3% to £317,616. In Droitwich, prices were up 1% to £282,508. And in Worcester, there was a 3% growth to £317,616. Over the last 5 years, average prices have increased by 22% in the WR region and in Worcester, 19% in Droitwich, and again 22% in Malvern. Now for the local lettings roundup. Over the past year, average rents across Worcestershire climbed to £905 per month. That's up 5%. 42% of homes let in the last 12 months were flats, achieving an average rent of £756. Meanwhile, houses rented for an average of £1,029 per month. Here's how that breaks down locally. In Droitwich, rents rose by 9% with an average of £872. Flats averaged £697 and houses £1,048. Whilst in Malvern, a 6% increase with average rents at £1,031. Flats averaged £856, houses £1,122. And finally in Worcester, a modest 1% increase, bringing average rent to £875 with flats at £756 and houses at £996. Voids remain consistent throughout April, just 21 days, a sign of a sustained demand. And looking ahead, rents are forecast to increase by 3 to 4% in 2025, particularly in more affordable areas. Here's a snapshot of how the national market is looking across the country. The Bank of England maintained the base rate at 4.25%. Whilst the UK economy grew by 0.7% in quarter one, driven largely by the services sector, inflation rose to 3.75% in the 12 months up to April and stayed the same in May. The national average house price is now £271,415, a 6.4% rise year on year. According to Rightmove, the average asking price hit a record £379,517 this month, with Zoopla expecting price growth to slow, forecasting 1 to 1.5% increases in the coming months. Latest Just Local podcast news. Don't miss our recent episode of Just Local, the podcast filmed with Worcester Warriors' new head coach, Matt Everard. From his early days at Leicester Tigers to playing and coaching in London and Nottingham, Matt shares his unique journey through professional rugby and what it means for him to take the reins at Worcester in one of the most anticipated rugby revivals in recent memory. We talk about rebuilding culture, player recruitment, long-term vision, and the emotional weight of bringing rugby back to a city that lives and breathes the sport. Matt opens up to the challenges of assembling a team from scratch, the importance of character in player selection, and the overwhelming support of Worcester's passionate fan base. Whether you're a die-hard rugby supporter or just love a story about leadership and community, this episode is not to be missed. You can find all our episodes on the Just Local podcast on iTunes and Spotify. If you're thinking about making a move, whether it's buying, selling, renting or remortgaging, our expert team is here to help. Get personalised advice and stay up to date with regular insights by following us on Instagram at nickel&co_estate agents, or you can follow myself, Matt_the_agent, for more information. Or you can visit our website, nickel&co.co.uk. That's it for your June market update. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, whether you're chasing green spaces or city streets, we can help with that. Until next time, take care.